This is a quick look at euthanasia. Now, euthanasia comes from the Greek eu, meaning well, and thanatos, meaning death. So it literally means an easy or good death. Euthanasia is the painless killing of a patient suffering from an incurable disease, or in a painful disease, or if they're in a coma. There are different types of euthanasia. Active euthanasia is where medical practitioners actively do something to end the life of a sufferer. Passive euthanasia is where medical practitioners withhold life-saving medical care, resulting in the death of the sufferer. Voluntary euthanasia is where the patient actively says that I want to end my own life and I give consent to end my own life. And non-voluntary euthanasia is where that option is not able to be taken by the sufferer and it is made for them. They may even choose life and be killed anyway. In most times this is known as murder. There is also assisted suicide. Now, assisted suicide is slightly different, and this involves no medical practitioners. This is where a sufferer asks for help to kill themselves from somebody else, and that help is given. Euthanasia as a whole is illegal in Australia, though it was legalised for a short time in the Northern Territory in the 90s. It lasted for less than a year. However, it is not illegal for a person to take their own life, and a person can elect not to receive medical treatment. But it is a crime to assist in euthanasia. Even though it's a crime and people have been convicted under charges of manslaughter, the actual sentencing has been extremely rare. People who have been convicted under manslaughter laws usually receive suspended sentences depending on the case. The whole argument for euthanasia boils down to dignity and easing the pain of sufferers. As of June 2006, euthanasia is legal in the Netherlands, Belgium, Ireland, Colombia and Luxembourg, and assisted suicide is legal in Switzerland, Germany, Japan, Albania, Canada and in a number of US states. The law for euthanasia can be very complicated and complex, just as the religious arguments for and against euthanasia can be complicated and complex. And we will look at those and explore those in greater detail in class. It's a great area to look at for divergent analysis because we can use the same teaching within a religious tradition to argue both points of view, and that's what I'm going to want you guys to do when you're in class. Okay?